Welcome to a new comparison video. In this video we'll be comparing two versions of Metallica's Ride the Lightning. Here I have the 1984 Music for Nations pressing, MFN 27, that's the catalog number, and the 2008 WB 45 RPM 2LP edition. And this is a gatefold edition. So we'll start off with the best version, or what I think is the best version of this album. One of the best, meaning there is more better versions. Starting off with artwork, beautiful stuff here. You just get the regular album tracks here on two sides and one disc. Music for Nations in London. Says issued under license from Megaforce Records, so you are getting the Megaforce mastering, and this was recommended by someone on the Steve Hoffman forum. Not necessarily recommended directly to me, but I definitely took that recommendation. Hang on one second. So here's the disc itself. The logo there, the man holding the flag looks like Abraham Lincoln with muscles and a six-pack. That's just what I see when I see this. Classic Metallica logo there. This is in my MoFi sleeves. Put all my records here unless they just come with proper sleeves, then I don't. In order to save money. Take a look at this one more time. So here's in the right corner here is MFN 27 along with the Music for Nations logo. Don't see it on here anywhere else. But let's talk about the sound. This is one of the better sounding versions of the album that I've heard on vinyl. I've never heard the original in person. I did see an original copy of this album after the 2008 reissue came out. That came out in 45 RPM and 33 RPM single disc. Didn't pick that original copy up simply because it was beat up, and someone, I'm guessing it came from the same collector. Someone had Master of Puppets, but that's for a different video. They had dropped those two albums off at the record store. Anyways, back to the sound on this album. I'd have to say it's been a while since I've listened to it, so hopefully my memory is still good. It just sounds well balanced. Plenty of detail in the pressed into the record. Probably not a lot of compression used as far as I know. Just everything sounds clear. The guitars sound great. The drums sound just right to me. It is an analog album, so the record medium does serve it well. Just look at that logo. That is awesome. I'm sitting there looking at it. But yeah, I mean, you just can't go wrong. The vocals sound nice and clear. So the quality of the cover well represents what's the music that is on this record. Just electrifying, full of energy, great lyrics. Picked this up for a pretty decent price. It is going for more now. I know that I was very fortunate to find this album at a decent price. It's going for hundreds of dollars as I'm making this video. I usually don't put prices on these things, but because these are getting harder and harder to find. This copy of the album as well as the original Megaforce as well, that goes for a decent amount of money too, more than this, even though it is the same mastering. Say you can't go wrong with this pressing. Same goes for the CDs, and I'll put that in another video. Also, if you guys want to see a comparison between the original 1984 Megaforce pressing of this album and the 2016 by Anthony, let me see my notes here, Anthony Walker, I will link that video down in the description below. But it comes close to what I'm talking about here, and a lot of people say, oh, why just talk about this album when you can actually compare it. I just don't have the equipment to do that, so I can't exactly do it. Sorry. Take this out. So when you look at this, and it may not show up all that well on the camera, but this is a scan of the artwork. There are noticeable differences. Just the quality is just not quite there to me. They've obviously touched up the picture some. The colors have been altered just a little bit. But it is a nice thick gatefold. Very nice. Pictures have been look a little better, I guess. On certain, they're a little brighter. But here you have the what's on the insert on the original. I mean, on the other copy I just showed. Same thing. Front and then back insert has this. It's all on one sheet. Same backing. You get two LPs here. Blue, baby blue Metallica logo with the WB logo as well. This just kind of pales in comparison to the original and the 1984 MFN pressing that I just showed. It just doesn't. It sounds. It comes from a digital file. It's cut from a digital file. That's the first problem with it. Secondly, it's probably overly compressed, or definitely not too loud because there is no clipping in this. So the whole louder, heavier, faster banner that's across this record when I bought it, I don't have it anymore. I do have another one, but it just doesn't live up to that name. I mean, it's listenable, but the other pressing is definitely the way to go. Since I have it out, or I thought I did. So yeah, this. Where did it go? Oh. So yeah, do yourself a favor and get the MFN 27 pressing of Ride the Lightning. Your ears will thank you. So will your friends and family if they're into Metallica. I just can't find that insert for that. For this other pressing, I had it right here. Huh, that's weird. Crazy. So yeah, I mean, if you just want to hear the album, the 2008 WB pressing will do just fine. The 2016 isn't bad either. Vinyl pressing on Blackened Recordings. I have heard that on YouTube and the CD version as well, but talk about CDs, I'll talk about those issues in another video. I'll be comparing those. I may even compare the CDs to the vinyl, maybe. Since they're two different mediums, it's kind of unfair to do that, and since they're usually mastered differently, at least the ones I'm going to show. So, hopefully I'll find that insert for this album. So, that's all for the video, guys. If you have a comment about this album, drop it down in the comment section down below. And if you like what I have to offer on this channel, click that subscribe button. Thank you again for watching.